Greetings, greetings, greetings. One more again, YouTube.
Hey.
We back here live. I'm Ferguson here doing some videos on narcissism. Check out this and like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Somebody need this game. Listen, somebody, family member, baby mama, baby daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, well, this, that, and the third, whatever you want to call it, is giving them holy hell mentally, emotionally, and it's creating a spiritual storm in somebody, and they need this game. They need to catch this because it's going to equip them. It's going to help them. It's going to help them with their mental health. It's going to help them with their confidence. It's going to help them to see and know, understand that, listen, that narcissism is something serious. Listen, I think narcissism should be a crime. But anyway, I'm just back here once again. And listen, we've just been giving you tools of how to kill a narcissist. And, today I want to go off on a little bit of a tangent and just throw some things at you. And listen, this right here is what I call trill therapy.
Okay.
We use the word trill like in the hip hop world, to mean like real. But to me, I say trill because you need something true and real. You can listen to a psychologist or a therapist, but listen, ain't nothing like the real thing. Ain't nothing like being burnt by a narcissist and going through that traumatic experience. But, it happened to me. I'm here. I'm much happier, which is evidence to my left, but I want to help somebody who going through this thing because, like, I thought I was losing my mind. Like, listen, I was going to do some crazy stuff. Why? Because somebody was toying with my emotions, playing on my vulnerability. And I'm here to build you up, to equip you. And listen, I am the narcissist killer or terminator. So today what I want to talk about is like, the narcissist, just some of their characteristics. Like I just want to, and let me tell you something, like me, I walk in a prophetic mantle as a follower of Christ, but I'm not all religion, I don't push everything religion. I don't push religion on anyone, but I got to throw this little nugget at you. Like, think about the narcissist, right? I know in the church, they love to say, oh, Jezebel. Even the book of Revelation talk about the spirit of Jezebel. And, you got to think about, I believe Jezebel was the ultimate narcissist. Like, I believe Jezebel is just basically a narcissist. To me, they're the same thing. But I thought about something, and I don't want to be throwing no scriptures out at anybody, but I just want you to think about something like Jezebel was like a evil queen. Like, she was the queen to King Ahab in Israel at the time. So, Jezebel did some evil things. And some things that I thought about just as I was meditating, thinking about narcissism, thinking where, I'm at this point in the journey. I was like, Jezebel was an evil woman. Like, she had a posture of undermining things. Like, she basically influenced her husband to steal from people. And, that there was a vineyard from this man of God. Like, she basically used her influence and power over him to make her take it from him unlawfully. Even Jezebel, like, she caused pagan worship to come into Israel. And I thought about something. I'm like, narcissists, number one, they have to be the dominant ones. They rule in dominance. So if you're around a narcissist, understand the mindset that they are the alphas. They are the one that have the power, and how dare you challenge their power? And that's what Jezebel did. Like, she was like, listen, like, this my town, this my show, and you gonna fall subject to what I say. And we don't see that dialogue playing out literally, but you see the theory of it. How can you force your husband to do something unlawfully? But that's the same thing that the narcissist does. They undermine you. And listen, they just have a tendency to undermine you. So with a narcissist, you'll always find yourself frustrated because anything that you do, anything that you try to do that's contrary to their objective and agenda will be in some fashion undermined, whether it's covertly, meaning like hidden, or it's overtly. So you got to understand the nature of the narcissist is that they're going to undermine you. Like, if you try to do something good, if you try to be positive, if you try to go somewhere, they're going to find some fashion to undermine you. Or in many instances, They'll player hate on you. They always gonna have something bad to say. They ain't gonna be your cheerleaders. They ain't gonna big you up. They ain't gonna be happy that you winning. So mind you, if you got a narcissist in your radar, know that there is some undermining taking place. Like, listen, these jokers strategically think about how they emotionally and spiritually attack people. But go ahead, baby. Sound like your gun is loaded. Give us some bullets.
I'm just going to piggyback on what you said. I think that when you're dealing with a narcissist, that you need to keep your mouth closed and your ears opened. Because then now you can start pointing those things out.
Preach.
Now it'll make sense. I'm like, oh, so this is how you truly feel about me. Got it.
Ouch.
You can tell. Even when you're telling them stuff about your goals and your aspirations, their response tells you so much more of how
never
they
direct.
feel. Never direct. So you just got to pay attention. Absolutely.
That was very profound, babe. And that is so true. Like, it's so many hidden signals and ways that you have to learn to decode the narcissist. Like, they don't communicate straight up. They don't communicate directly. They'll rarely ever come and communicate with you about something directly with a neutral, pure intention. Like, everything with them is hidden gems, and you have to get out of your emotions, because 9 times out of 10, the narcissist has in some fashion, to some dimension, like they've kind of bewitched you. They've kind of gained some type of control or leverage of your vulnerability or your situation in general. So, that's just something you have to be mindful of, so that was very profound, babe. Like, you got to pay attention to those jokers, and you have to be careful, as you're progressing and moving forward, because 9 times out of 10 we're impassive. We've been a victim of a narcissist. We're empathetic people. We're love people. We carry our heart on our shoulder. We're pure. When we say things, we say them for a pure intention.
Right.
A narcissist, on the other hand, will call you and tell you stuff because they're competing with you. They want to make you feel smaller. They want to make themselves feel bigger. So, these are just some things you got to be mindful as you're dealing with the narcissist. And you just got to know that, hey, these jokers ain't normal. They're not capable of love. They don't have character. They don't have integrity. They don't even love themselves. They're not even really honest with themselves. But go ahead, babe. I feel you.
I was just going to say, when they say, oh, I see what you're doing with your little business. You know what I'm saying? Or I see what you're doing with your little, but on the flip side, they're afraid to do what you're doing. But they're going to talk bad about what you're doing, but can't even move.
Player haters.
Player haters.
Player haters.
Yeah, you got to watch that stuff, man.
Definitely. Definitely. And let me tell you something too, like, narcissists are prideful people. Even going back to, into the Bible, it's in the book of Kings, like when Ahab fell and he died, and Jehu, the captain of the army, came in to kill off Ahab's household. Do you know that this heifer was putting on lipstick, making herself up? While it's war going on and stuff going down, you worried about how you look? And listen, that's one point you better know. The narcissists are external people. Let me tell you, these mother jokers are worried about how things look on the inside. And listen, I told my narc one time, I say, man, you keep a house clean. You keep everything clean. But spiritually, you funky, you nasty, you dirty, and you stink. But listen, that's a characteristic of a narcissist. Like, on the outside, they give the appearance of something. And it used to blow my mind, like, with a narcissist I dealt with. Like, in the house, it'll be total warfare. You come in, it's silent treatment, it's bad energy. But as soon as somebody from the neighborhood come around the house, their whole countenance switched. And I was like, man, this is some evil, demonic stuff. Like, how you gonna be giving me silent treatment, throwing emotional warfare at me, being negative and nasty, but when somebody else come around, your whole countenance flip. Why? Because these jokers, this is spiritual, man. These jokers, like, they'll hurt you. They want to oppress you spiritually. And it sounds crazy, it sounds over the top, but if you really step back and look at the picture, It's everything I'm telling you is nothing but pure, uncut truth. So, these are some things you got to be mindful fooling with the narcissist. These are things you got to be aware of. And listen, let me tell you something. Let me stop you right there. Don't try to do nothing about it. Don't try to change them.
No.
The problem ain't them, really. The problem is you. Like, you got to understand what you're dealing with and stop wearing your heart on your shoulders and understand, like, listen, that this person, like, really they're human, but they're not real. They don't represent a real person. They don't represent a person that have love, that have empathy, that have the normal human emotions. They're all about agenda. Like, they could care less about you. You're material to them. Just like a piece of wood to a builder. Like, you're just a material they're using to build something or to do something or to fulfill something. Excuse me. But again, I had to take this little tangent to let you know, because narcissism is just such a big realm of things, behaviors, emotions, psychology, momentum and energy and spirituality is such a broad spectrum that you need to hit to really wake up to it. And that's what had to happen to me. And I realized, like, I went through my struggle, so I can come and tell somebody else, like, hey, like, you'll go further in life if you're free, if you're healthy.
Absolutely.
And, listen, sometimes you cannot avoid having them. Sometimes you live with them. Sometimes you're married to them. Sometimes they're in your family. So, if you can learn how to cope, if you can learn how to kill them and know who they are and you know what I'm saying, still respect and love them from that place. If you can get those tools and get balance in that perspective, like, you'll be much happier and you'll know what to expect. Like, with a narcissist, you better expect some smear campaigns, some negativity, some bite back. And let me tell you, us as empaths will sit back and won't even know it until stuff starts surfacing. But say, you got something to say, baby?
I was going to say, you can always tell you're part of a smear campaign because narcissists aren't direct by the people that they surround themselves with. And so narcs won't come to you face to face, but they'll say to their, I don't know, spouse or whatever, or whomever, how they're feeling. And then you start feeling this from everybody else but the narc. And then you're like, what? Am I confused? Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. But that is their strategy, because they want to impress upon all the people around that surrounds, the relationships. If you guys are, in one circle, how they feel. So now they start feeling how the narc feels towards you, and you're thinking like, but you know me.
And the narc puts on another face because they're manipulative.
So you know me, but you're believing something else, and it's just weird because to see a narc in their two faces, it's for me, it's scary. Just weird. It is scary, and it becomes demonic on how much more you want to just control me. Like, why are you trying to control me? You don't have nothing else better to do in life. Why are you trying to do this to me? And so I just try to stay away from them as much as possible. Like you said, taking my heart off of my shoulder, understanding when I'm dealing with the narc, so I'll know how to position myself, especially if I can't get rid of them because they're family. But knowing that I can't put myself in that space because it's just not a safe space for me. So when you are an empath, you have to pay attention to everything around you, because some people don't know what to do with such a sweetheart that you have. So you got to surround yourself with people where you can be that person. And then when you're around the people that you cannot remove from your life, i.e. family, or maybe you're married to them or you work with them, I don't know, then you find methods to cope.
That was really good, babe. I'm glad you said that, and when you said it, what resonated in me is, and what I learned is dealing with the narcissist, like, I don't really go, especially when you're with a narcissist and they have what they call flying monkeys. Basically, the flying monkeys are pretty much what you described. People are who are connected with the narcissist, and the narcissist, may have like a significant or substantial level of impact or influence over those people. Like, they will reflect how the narcissists feel, what they think. And let me tell you, I've dealt with a narcissist, and I could tell how they really feel by listening to their flying monkeys. Like, I don't even listen to what they say. I listen to their flying monkeys, because their flying monkeys gonna tell me what they talking about, because they sit up and huddle with the flying monkeys. That, the flying monkeys receive information. Sometimes they'll tell them some parts. Sometimes they'll tell, but I just know by gauging by the language of the flying monkey and the attitude of the flying monkey what the narcissist is really up to.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you, I've had times when I dealt with a narcissist where they were enraged at me and they sat in my face smiling, but yet their flying monkeys was looking like they want to kill me. Why? Because like they went telling them lies, feeding them stuff. That's why you got to be careful, like who you connected to, who you listen to, where you get information from. You know, because some people are influenced, and I've even seen it in church where I knew a narcissist was there, couldn't stand me, hated me, was threatened by me. So when I came into the church, everybody was looking. Why? And I realized, like, you know, the narcissist had sat up there and lied, made up stuff. Why? Because they want people to hate me. Why? Because they feel threatened by me. Yeah. So again, you know, if you're around a narcissist and you feel some type of way because of what they're telling people or what people think, listen, never mind that. But pay attention to the flying monkeys, because they're going to tell you what the narcissist up to, what they really saying, you know. And listen, I've mastered that skill. Like one narcissist I deal with, I don't even gotta talk to them and know how they feel or know what they up to. I can gauge from how they're flying monkeys how they feel, what they saying behind the scenes. Yep. So you know, it's just this stuff right here, and I just think in retrospective, like if I didn't notice, like it would hurt me. Like my feelings would be hurt. I would be going crazy because I'm like, why do they feel this way about me? What did I do to them? Like,
especially if you're a people pleaser.
Oh,
that crushes you to the core.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
But listen, that's another video. We need to talk about so many things with this narcissism. You going through it. You fighting through it. I feel your pain. I feel your struggle. I'm here with you to walk you through it, to talk you through it, to give you these insights so that you're stronger. And trust me, let me tell you, when you overcome the narcissism, you know, when you come past these things and you surround yourself, you know, with healthy people and healthy relationships, you're going to start kicking behind.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to start kicking behind and you're going to be like, man, I never knew like life was like this. Yeah. But again, you know, anything else you want to say?
No, that's it. You hit
so
on
that's it. So, you know, next week we're going to be dropping another nugget on you, dropping you games. Somebody need this. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody going through it with their family. You know, somebody's the black sheep. Somebody's dealing with some things. So let them hear this video. You know, listen to this video. Pay attention. Take some pointers. Apply the principles and approaches and the things that I'm trying to give to you so you can overcome. Yes. So until next time, I'm Ferguson, this is BB, and we signing off.
Bye. Keep up the comments. We enjoy them. Bye.